Assalamu alaikum everyone. In this video, we are going to see how we can pick data from a text field and use that one display in a text box. Uh, this is a very common use case. We require this functionality almost in every other mobile application. So let's see how we can do that. This is the same solution that I used for the previous videos, and on today video, I will be adding a new package and I will name it like button clicks. Like every use case that is related to button click will be implemented in this package. So let me create a new activity. I will be using an empty activity and the language will be the Java, and I will add it the activity name I will suggest text get from field, and I will add it. Okay, add it. And one other thing, you can find all this code in my repo, and I will share the repo link along with this video. So that is the activity that we just have created, and although we will be establishing the dashboard at some point, but for now, let's add a logic that as soon as the application starts, the application should be navigated to our newly added activity. So I will add open text get from field activity, and I will add a logic here that is intent is equal to new intent, and I will be passing uh, the name of this activity, which is dashboard activity dot this, and the second class will be the name of the activity where we want to navigate to. So that will be text get from activity dot class, and I would like to start the activity straight away. That would be the this dot start activity. I'll pass this intent inside this, and that's it. So to test that navigation is working fine, I will add the some control here in the layout file. Let's say I will add text view. Width I would like to get all the width of the parent, and the height I will like to use 40 pixels, 40 dp, not pixels. And the text would be this is newly added activity. All right, what else we need here? Um, let's have a look. Okay, because this is a constraint layout, we need to add some constraint around the left, right, and for the bottom one. And now the error should be gone. So let's bring it up here. All right, let's rerun the app to see everything is working fine for now. And next we will add our logic and edit text view as well. Yeah, okay. No, you can see that this is newly added activity. It's getting displayed there, which is fine. Next thing would be I would like to add a edit field, which will be edit text, and again match parent, and the height would be 40 dp, and yeah, no, this one, let me replace with this one. And the best practice would be, instead of setting constraint with every control, why not let's wrap this one into a linear layout. For now, let's assume or just keep in mind these layouts are the containers from within there will be our controls, and how these layouts works, we will have a separate video for each layout. For now, uh, let's assume linear layout is a kind of stack and it can have two orientations. We can stack controls horizontally or vertically. So we are using linear layout, and obviously we will be using vertical orientation in that scenario because we want our text field there and the button under that text field. So that's why we are using the vertical layout. Again, the width would be match parent and height would be wrap content. Wrap content means uh, the height according to the content inside that layout. Okay, and for that one, I would like to set the constraints. Um, that would be okay. Yeah, the orientation, vertical orientation, and I would like to add both. From here, I would like to remove those constraints and I will put both of those fields here inside that linear layout. You can now see on the top we have that edit text, and under that edit text we have a text view control. All right, so now we can easily set the constraints. Uh, at least three constraints should be applied: left, right, on top or the bottom. So we have enabled the constraints. All right. So now we have a constraint layout, and inside that we have a linear layout where we are stacking our controls vertically. Okay, and now it's easy because you can see that everything is stick with the boundary. We can easily apply padding to the linear layout. We can say padding to 20 dp. You can see now we have 20 dp space from each side, which is good. Okay, and before that text, I would like to add a button, and again, width would be match parent, whatever the width of the parent, and height would be the wrap content. And I would like to add text to that button. Um, update. Okay, and that's all. All right. So now we have a text field which we call the edit text in terms of Android. Then we have a button and then we have a text view. For the text view, I would like to remove the text from here. So the aim of today's video is whatever we put here in this edit text view, as soon as we have something here and we click on update, it should be copied or that content should be placed inside that text view on the result of the click. All right. Next thing is we should have some IDs to these controls so that we can access those controls in the code file. All right. So let's add an ID that is text input and then button ID update button and the text view ID, um, text, let's say. All right. Let me copy all these three IDs from here, and let's go back to the code behind file. And here I would like to declare some variables. The same three variables we have there in the XML layout file. We would like to add it here as well. Private edit text, and the ID of the edit text was text input. Next was the button and the ID. It's not mandatory that the ID should be matching, but for me, I think that's a good practice to map the elements to those variables. Yeah, that suits me. Okay, next is the update button, and after that we have the text view. And for that one, I will use text view text, and I will like to import that one. Now we have those variables declared. We need to bind those variables to the actual controls. For that one, we should use those variables here, and we should bind by this method. And to this method, we need to pass the same ID that we have used in the XML file. That was text input. So that's why I use the same names, because it's very easy to bind and refer to each other. All right, so that was the text input. Next was the update button. Find view by ID or dot ID dot update button, and same as tags. Now we have those variables declared. We have binded them to the actual view controls in the layout file. Next thing is we should have a listener that will listen to the click of this button control. For that one, we can add click listener. For that one, I will use update button dot. That is the method which we can use set on click listener, and that needs a instance of on click listener view dot on click listener, right? So we have binded click listener with this button, and here from within this on click override method, we can read the text from here and we can set text to that control, right? So first thing first, get text from edit view. For that one, we can use string input text is equal to text input dot get text dot. We get that one. Next thing is set that text to the text view. Alright, for that one I will use text dot set text and the input text. Alright, that's all what we need for this exercise. Alright, now we have text field and we have a button only. Text in talk, and as soon as I click on this button, you can see we have that text appearing under that button, hi tech and talk. So that was all for today's exercise. Till the next video, take care.